Hello everybody, Shadow here, and welcome back to The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel. Last time we, went through a very pointless opening section, and then we flashed back to the start of our school year as Reem, and we got thrown into a dungeon, basically, and got a Master Quartz for our Arcus. So it's given us 300 HP and 200 EP, and that's why neither of those are full, as you can see. So it kind of shows you what, if you look at it, it shows you what it does. So, and every time I kill an enemy, it looks like I gain 5 CP. So that's a very good thing to note. I also have Firebolt as an art that I can do. So let's hop back into the game and continue.
What in the world?
That light means that you've successfully synchronized with your Arcus.
Okie dokie.
Congratulations! Now you can use arts as much as you want.
As long as we have enough EP.
These Arcus units have plenty more nifty features.
Rightio.
I wouldn't want to bombard you with too much info all at once, so we'll cover those another time.
Okie dokie.
Anyway, since you've got your Arcus all set up and ready to go, here's what I want you to do.
Escape this death trap.
Door, you'll be in an underground testing area. Basically, it's a dungeon.
Okay.
It's pretty large and full of twists and turns. I'd almost guarantee you'll get lost at least once.
Okay.
But when you find the exit, you'll be able to return to the first floor of this old schoolhouse. There are monsters wandering around, though, so don't let your guard down, even for a moment.
Okay. Monsters.
All that said,
Joy.
let's commence our special orienteering exercise.
Okie
Your
dokie.
objective is to make your way through this area and back to the surface. Make it back in one piece, and I'll be happy to field any complaints you might have.
Okay.
If you make it back safely, I might even give you a kiss. Free of charge. On the cheek, of course.
Alright. Well then. I think our entire class is stunned by this. Where did our cases go?
Joking.
Well, bye.
And just where do you think you're going? Were you planning to wander off on your own without saying anything?
Yes, he was.
I have no interest in becoming friends with anyone here, and I'm surprised that you, of all people, give a damn what I do. Unless you've suddenly decided you do want to keep company with one of those stuck-up hedonists after all. Still, if you're afraid of the monsters, I suppose I could accompany you. After all, what kind of Erebonian noble would I be if I didn't have at least some degree of prowess with a sword?
Oh,
And noblesse oblige.
I hate that I
it's
like
my sacred duty
their-
to protect
I
powerless
love-
commoners such as yourself.
Machias and Eustace's, they're I'm trying to I can't think of the word.
What
They're
the hell?
dynamic, I
Nobody's
guess.
asking your high excellency to deign to help us.
Not specifically this point in it, but like its journey. I love both of these characters'
That's
journeys.
how you're gonna be. I'll just.
That's how
find
I
my
would
way
say
out of
it.
here before you.
And their journeys are very much intertwined.
I'm perfectly capable of taking care of myself
So,
without some relic of an outdated
yeah.
class still dragging me down.
It's sometimes a little bit hard to watch in the beginning, but personally, knowing what happens, I can get through it. I don't know, I'm trying to not allude to things in the future too much, but it kind of happens.
What should we do?
I don't
The
know.
only thing we can do. We should begin exploring these ruins ourselves.
Okay,
I believe
right,
it would be prudent to remain in small groups, however.
okay.
Would the two of you have any objections to accompanying me?
Oh, no, that's fine.
Okay.
It would be a huge help, actually.
And you're welcome to join us as... Well,
Bye.
I suppose that's a no. Perhaps we'll run into her along the way, and she can join us then.
Okay.
So, shall we be off? I'm certain you gentlemen will be fine, but do take care.
Right?
Okay.
If you'll excuse us, please.
Okie doke. Well then.
Oh.
Not such a hot first impression there, huh?
You
Yeah.
can say that again. I'll have to clear things up with her later. Anyway, how do you guys want to do this? Should the three of us stick together too?
Well, probably.
Sounds good to me. I'd get pretty anxious wandering around a place like this alone.
Yeah.
No objections here. I'd be happy to accompany you.
Hello. I love you.
I don't believe I've introduced myself yet. My name is Gaius Warzel.
I love you, Gaius. You're great.
I just arrived in the
All of
Empire,
these people
so
are great.
Any help you can offer
So-
would be much appreciated.
Oh, so you're from abroad. I'd been wondering. My name's Reen Schwarzer. It's nice to meet you.
I'm Elliot Craig. So, you fight with that?
Indeed.
Of course. Why else would I be carrying it?
Very good question.
It's a spear, but it has that odd cross-shaped head.
It
Right.
looks kind of awesome.
Oh, yes. Yes, it is.
Think of it as combining the best parts of a spear and a poleaxe. I was pretty handy with it back home. But speaking
All right.
of weapons, I have to say, yours looks pretty unique.
Yeah.
Oh, this thing.
Is it a staff? Wait, no. It's an ornament, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Both, actually. It's an orbital staff. The tech is pretty recent. This one's still a prototype, more or less. Back
Right.
during enrollment, they told me I had some aptitude for it, so when it came time to choose, I just sort of ran with it.
Interesting. I've never seen anything like it before.
Okay.
Can't say I have either.
They're still in development,
pretty
apparently,
nifty.
so there aren't too many around just yet. But that said, I'm curious about what you've got there, Reen.
Oh, yes.
Oh, my sword?
It's pretty neat as well.
Yeah, but what kind of sword is it?
It's different from the kinds of swords I thought the people in the Empire used, though.
It's an eastern style of saber called a tachi. Any way you slice it, though, it's basically a longsword.
Okay.
Wow, that's one beautiful blade.
Indeed it
The
is.
craftsmanship looks exceptional.
They're renowned for the layering of their steel and the sharpness of their edge. Truth be told, though, I'm still a little hesitant to be swinging around something this dangerous.
Seriously? If that's what hesitant looks like, I'll bet confidence will make you unstoppable.
Right.
Well, you sound like a good guy to have around when the going gets tough.
Indeed.
Speaking of which, I think we've been standing around long enough. We should really be getting ourselves into trouble.
I mean, that's probably not how you should phrase it, but yes.
I think I can manage that. You saw it yourselves. Trouble has a way of dropping in on me.
Yeah.
Let's take it slow and steady, though. We need to adapt to each other's fighting styles to really gel as a team.
Got it.
Yeah. Okay, so now we're going to be kind of taught how to switch between party members, how to adjust the tactics, stuff like that. So there's a various encounter types. So there's a triple advantage, so you can walk into a fainted enemy. Double advantage is walk into a stunned enemy. Advantage is walk into an enemy from behind. Standard is walk into an enemy from the front, and enemy advantage has you getting blindsided by the enemy by running into them from behind. Well, them running into you from behind, more specifically. So yeah, we can... I keep pressing X to pause, and that's not the right button. So, if we wanted to, we could go into the tactics, and we can kind of readjust wherever people want to start. I think we're actually going to pretty much leave everybody where they are, because that's going to be best. We can kind of, if we wanted to, go ahead and look at what they have in store. So Elliot has Cannon as his master chords currently. he has the amount of healing spells, arts, brain farts are not good. But yeah, so healing hearts do 25% more, and he also gets Tear and Aqua Bleed. And if I remember correctly, Tear is the lowest level healing art, and Aqua Bleed, I think, is an attack. We can actually go to here. Yeah, so it's a water attack. Gaius has Airstrike. Attack one enemy with a massive compressed air. So his art, begin battle with Insight status, lasts for 2 turns. We don't really know what that means necessarily yet. I believe we will be told momentarily. And you can kind of see the stat increases that it gives. So, one interesting thing about this game is, if we wanted to, we could actually go ahead and completely swap out between the arts and the master quartz. So, we're actually not going to do that because I prefer it like this, like the game intended, but you can kind of turn the characters into whatever you want. They do kind of have roles that they fall into, but you can kind of change that or slightly alter it. I never did that too much during my previous playthrough through the game.
Nice! A monster!
Where?
Huh. Never seen this kind before.
Right there. Okay.
Looks like a flying feline. Careful, everyone.
Right. So, what we can do is we can press A to attack. I probably should have just gone for it. So, the turn order is on the left side of the screen. You can see where your characters will attack in the turn order. When you use arts, you will then see where in the turn order that art will attack, actually take effect. There's also turn bonuses, so as you can see, Elliot will get 10% of his HP healed on his next turn. The enemy will get 50% of their max EP. Ray will get a critical hit, and then there's various other ones here on the screen now. So CP increases, EP or HP heals, Sepith up. I think that's how you say it. Sepith is kind of your some of your currencies. Certain kinds can be used to make quartz to put on your Arcus. Others are pretty much just to sell or to use as cash. And all of them also need to be used, certain ones need to be used to unlock various slots in your Arcus. Also, a very important one is that one at the bottom, the 0 arts. So arts are cast without any casting time or EP consumption. If you can get a powerful art cast on that, that's very good. Well, you don't have to specifically target it. It's just if you have a character that uses arts on that turn, that is very good. Basically, if you get that, you should use an art. It's a bad idea to do anything else. So, yeah. And yeah, so through that, you can kind of see if a character misses in a melee range, they will counterattack. The game already said that, but I'm repeating it. We can only attack right now. So there is a outer circle. The outer circle indicates the attack range. The inner circle indicates the movement range. The little icon shows you where you move, and if the enemy is outside of the range, they will not attack and only move to where that blue indicator shows. All of them are in range, so I don't really have to worry about that. We're gonna go for you and kill it instantly. So we got some craft points from killing that enemy, and we can gain new crafts by leveling up, etc. They have various effects we don't really have many. So, Elliot, though, can boost the defense of all allies in range of the area by 25% and heals 30% of HP every turn. So that's a stat boost that gets applied, or a status effect that gets applied. We also have items. We actually have some already. I didn't actually know that. So we can analyze, escape from battle, revive, restore EP or heal, etc. We'll just attack with Elliot. Elliot,
All right.
if I remember correctly, Elliot and one of the other characters' normal attacks don't count as a melee hit, or like, I believe if I remember correctly, which I'm probably not, there are various, like, I'm trying to remember. I vaguely remember through my playthrough and looking stuff up that their attacks have slightly different properties that can be beneficial when one of the other characters' normal attacks don't really do much. But I'm kind of rambling because I don't actually remember.
I hate to tell you.
So,
I can sense more further in.
I'm sorry if I get information wrong. I will try to rectify things later. And some of
Anyway,
this stuff
let's
will
just stay alert.
obviously get fixed because the game will show that it's incorrect. So we can see the active voice records up to the last 50 that we've heard. And we can see the monster guide for all of the monsters that we've fought. So yeah, we also gradually unlock information about an enemy, or we can unlock all of the information with a battle scope or certain arts and crafts. I never realized before how funny that sounds. Arts and crafts. Oh, I love it. So we got pots here. Sometimes they have items in them, sometimes they don't. Oh, also you can walk slowly with B. It's not necessarily very useful, but it can still be useful to sneak around enemies. We will not be doing very much of that because I want to make sure that I'm not underleveled, so I will be fighting a lot of enemies in the videos. I will probably be skipping a lot of it in the footage,
Seems to be a treasure chest here.
but yeah. Yeah, so we found another quartz. So it's gonna teach us about all the quartz that we can find. So quartz that allow you to use specific arts, quartz that increase your stats, and quartz with multiple functions. So the one specifically on the bottom would allow us to recover HP while walking around, and it allows us to use healing arts during battle. Both of which are very good, and we probably won't find that for a while. We should probably equip that quartz though. Let's throw it on to Reen for now.
Leave it
I
to
don't
me.
think there's much of a benefit, but I don't think there's really a necessarily benefit or hindrance to putting it on any of them. So yeah, orbment charging stations can be found. We can rest at them, like we said. Well, like I said. So we found some more Sepith, I think is how you say it. So one thing that I do want to note is Elliot and certain other characters can be very useful for stunning enemies. This is what I was talking about. That's what I was remembering. So The orbital staffs count. Basically, their damage is calculated as if it's an arc, basically. So they are effective against enemies that are kind of resistant to physical attacks. But what I was about to say is that Elliot and a couple of the other characters that have a ranged attack can be incredibly useful in attacking enemies on the field because they have longer range to their attacks. So it's very useful. So arts are kind of magic. Quartz or master quartz give them. They require time to cast and consume EP when used. There are attacking and supporting arts. You can see how effective an art of each element will be against an enemy. So 100 means that they deal normal damage. Wind arts will only deal 80% of their normal damage. Fire arts will deal 155. That's one thing we will need to remember, because I tend to forget certain things, such as how to read some of these, like what is good and what is bad. So the lower number is bad, the higher number is good. I need to remember that.
Leave it to me.
So we can go ahead and just try out an attack.
Go!
It's gonna attack us, but it's not gonna do much to us. Firebolt is gonna kill it. Since we have a critical, let's just go ahead and use an attack. As you can see,
It's my turn.
that hardly did anything to it.
Arcus, activate. Go!
So we'll just cast some arts and be done with it. Also,
Right.
the battle themes in this game
Arcus, activate.
are amazing. This is one of them.
That's that. Let's keep moving.
So, yeah.
It's my turn.
Here it goes.
Let's just switch back to Reen for now. We'll keep exploring.
I'm starting to lose my sense of direction down here.
It's not that complicated.
Yeah, gotta make sure we're not going in circles.
There's a bug of some kind. Hi. How's it going? Okay. Arts and crafts included. I never realized how weird that sounds.
Watch out, guys!
Oh, good gravy. Okay, so now we're talking about status effects. So you can eventually see how efficient using certain status effects will be against certain enemies. So 50% will be half as likely to be affected. 100% is standard efficiency. 150 is 1.5 times as likely. And 20 basically means it's not effective. So, yeah, that's a very good thing to keep in mind. There's also a lot of ailments. So we have poison, which deals minor damage at the end of the afflicted's turn. Seal makes you unable to attack, use crafts, or S-crafts. So that's like physical sealing. Mute makes you unable to use arts. So they're kind of opposites of each other. Blind reduces accuracy and evasion. Sleep renders the afflicted unable to attack. And all damage dealt to them is critical. Basically, if you get sleeped, hope that an enemy doesn't attack you or you will probably die. Burn deals major damage at the end of the Afflicted's turn, so it's kind of a stronger poison. Freeze makes you unable to attack, and you get some damage a bit of damage at the end of each turn. Petrified makes you unable to attack, and there is a 30% chance of being KO'd when attacked. So also, if you get petrified, pray that the enemy doesn't attack you again. Faint makes you unable to attack, and all damage dealt is critical. Basically the same thing as sleep, but I believe one, it's healed differently, and two, it's applied differently. Confuse makes the Afflicted attack both enemies and allies indiscriminately, so basically you lose control of them. Death Blow is a one-hit KO. That's a bit special. Nightmare afflicts the target with sleep and bestows a random status ailment when they wake up. And now there's page 2. Yeah. So the delay makes the Afflicted wait longer for their next turn, which is not good. Vanish temporarily removes the Afflicted from the battlefield and reduces their EP to 0. It basically just temporarily takes an enemy or an ally out of the battle. Balance down makes you more likely to be unbalanced. I forget all the details about unbalancing. We will probably get more detail about that later. Link Break severs the Afflicted's active combat link. We will learn about combat links later, but basically in the last episode we did that assist move. It's that two of the party members can be paired up together and there's benefits and such. We'll talk more about it later. Stat down is a certain attribute being decreased. Stat up is certain attributes being increased. Insight increases accuracy and evasion by 50% and renders the immune 10% more likely to unbalance a foe. So that is what Gaius has at the start of every battle. HP regen restores the imbue's HP each turn. That is what Elliot can apply on us, I believe. Or, yeah, I think so. CP regen does the same thing, but with CP, physical immunity nulls the next physical attack. Art Reflect reflects the next magic attack. So reflects, not nullifies. And KO reduces the HP to 0. That's just the status effect. There's not anything that can apply that, except for normal violence. Okay, now that that's over, we can get to the battle.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, so let's go with an art. Let's attack one of the far away ones just to see what can happen. Let's use one of these because we can attack 4 at once.
Here we go.
Let's use Autumn Leaf Cutter.
There.
Attack all of these. Autumn Leaf Cutter is interesting as it moves green to the other side of the circle after it's used. So now Reen is actually kind of in a bad predicament because he's in the middle of every enemy. I did not think this through. The good news is that if Reen survives, which I think he will because he can't attack, none of the others can attack, we can dogpile these guys. Oh my gosh, Reen! Reen, I'm so sorry. Oh crud. Okay, hold on. Are you really the next one that attacks? This is a predicament. I need to get you closer.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Okay. Yeah, that was not wise. Why did you... What? What was that? Why did you go all the way around?
All right.
Okay, I need to use an art and just take out one of these guys. Okay, I'm taking out you because then I can get... Oh. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay. Oh, good gravy. Okay. I need to get Reen up. Because then we can survive. Maybe. Reen can then take some hits. Please let this critical not do anything. Oh, he was the one that stunned. Good. We're in a really bad situation. I need to use Gale Stinger. Stinger, right? Yeah, Stinger. Okay. That took out 3 of them. That was much better. Elliot, don't die, please.
Not good. Give it up, everyone.
We're gonna use this. I should have used it at the start of the battle.
My turn.
Autumn Leaf Cutter. We're just gonna cut them all up. I missed one of them. Reen, why are you over there? How did you get over there? What?
All right.
Okay, this seriously though, this is a little unfortunate. I was not expecting this to go this way. But we're good. We're just using a bit more of the we're using a bit more of the items than I was expecting to this early in the game. We're just gonna use that again. Kill another one.
All right.
I can't really... Oh, wait. I can get both of them. And I killed both of them.
My turn.
There we go.
Oh, we did it.
That was much worse than I was expecting it to go. I'll be really honest with you. I'm very sorry about that.
Elliot, are you okay?
I don't see any obvious injuries.
I'm okay. I was just so relieved the fight was over. The strength kind of just left my legs.
Okie doke. As long as you're okay.
I'm amazed how calm you two are. You don't seem tired or worried or anything.
Yeah,
I guess I'm just used to
I'm the
fighting
one-
monsters like these.
I'm taking all of their panic
You need a hand?
for them.
No, I'll be fine. It was just a momentary lapse on my part. I can get up. And there we go.
Look out.
Elliot!
Oh no! Another monster!
No!
What?
And now...
Looks like I made it just in time. Thank Adios for that.
Right. There he is! It's Machias! With a gun!
Oh, it's you.
You said your name was Machias, right?
Yes, with a gun!
That's right.
Hi.
Came to realize that I shouldn't have just stormed off like I did.
Okay.
I let that arrogant noble goad me into losing my composure, acting on impulse.
Alrighty.
So I
It
just wanted to
happens.
say, I'm sorry. I acted foolishly, and I hope you can forgive me for it.
Okay.
Sweat. Water under the bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all have moments when we say or do things we regret. That's human nature for you.
Yeah.
Oh, and thanks for saving me, by the way.
I'm just glad I happened to be passing by. After I'd cooled my head, I decided to retrace my steps, and there you were.
Okay.
Is it just the three of you here?
Yeah,
Yup.
we stood around talking for a while, so the others are probably ahead of us at this point.
I don't think there's any reason to go back any farther. I can't imagine you'll find anyone there.
I see.
Yeah.
I don't suppose you'd mind if I came with you, would you?
Nah, we could use another person. Especially a person with a gun.
I'm reasonably skilled with a gun, so you might find it useful having me along.
Indeed.
Sure thing. Welcome aboard. The name's Reen Schwarzer.
I'm Elliot Craig. It's nice to meet you.
My name is Gaius Warzel. It's a pleasure.
The pleasure's mine, I assure you. My name is Machias Regnitz.
All right.
Could I ask you what social class you each belong to? I realize how that must sound, considering my recent outburst. But please, don't take it personally. I'm simply curious to know who I'm associating with.
Okay. If you say so.
Well, both my parents are commoners.
Likewise. Though my homeland has no class system to begin with.
Right.
So you're from abroad then?
Yes. Indeed.
What about you, Reen?
Well, let's just say I haven't got a drop of noble blood in my veins.
All right.
So I guess we're all in equal standing here.
Well, now that's a relief. We should probably get moving then. Somewhat concerned about the girls, as you might imagine.
They can handle themselves.
I'd feel much better if we were around to help if they wound up in danger.
They can. You will see.
Yeah, I suppose they're
They are
numbers.
all more capable than you.
All right, let's go.
I'm just gonna put this out there. I may be glad that Machias is joining us because that means we have 4 party members, so we have a full party. But Machias is honestly one of the least useful of the party members from my past experience with the game, at least. Like, everyone else is much more useful long term.
What's
So,
a place like this even doing on the school grounds?
Yeah, who puts a giant trapdoor in a campus building?
it's a very good question. Bug. It's a bug. It's a bug. It's a bug.
Stay on guard and don't get cocky.
Oh, we already did that.
My turn!
Okay, since we had that mistake
Keep it up,
before,
everyone.
I'm just gonna use this so that way throughout our turns we can get some healing in. Let's just go for an attack.
Right.
So, I forgot to check Machias's master chords, but he's got break shart. Break shart? What? That's not even a word. Break shot. I'm sorry, brain. What was that? Anyway, so it decreases defense by 25% on the enemy. It also impedes them, which I believe will break an art if they are trying to cast one. If I'm remembering that correctly. He's also got needle shoot on him. Let's just use break shot.
How about this?
Dang!
Leave it to me.
Okay, let's use Gale Stinger because we can hit both these guys at the same time. Ah! Counter!
Go!
Okay,
There!
let's use Autumn Leaf Cutter. Also, as you can see, there is a skip button. So you can skip any of the animations that you want. Alright, Machias, because he has a frickin' shotgun, his normal attack is an area effect. So, there is that, but a lot of the times, if you're using normal attacks, you're probably not in too bad of a situation anyway.
Right.
So you could probably, you probably don't really care about
Leave it to me.
efficiency.
Right. Here we go.
There we go.
We'll
I was
cover all
like,
paths.
I see that. I see that bonus that I can get. I'm gonna get it. So, I got it. So yeah, let's, there's a guy. Got him!
Our chance.
Triple advantage!
My turn. There.
Let's just autumn leaf cutter these guys to bits. Ooh, 0 arts. Let's get you.
All right.
Oh, we can hit 2 of them. Nice. And we missed one of them anyway, so.
My turn.
Machias,
Here we go.
you're supposed to be helpful.
That's that. Let's keep moving.
Gaius leveled up.
Just getting started.
Nice. Don't show off though. Rain was the protagonist is generally supposed to be the one who's the highest level. Oh yeah, we got a double
Let's go.
advantage
Here
on
we
the
go.
slimes.
Arcus, activate.
Right.
Oh yeah.
My turn.
You know what? Let's just use craft. It wasn't that useful, but like, still kind of worked.
My turn.
Ah yeah.
Go.
We're doing pretty good. I feel like. All things considered. Man, this guy's gonna be dead in a second.
All right, let's keep going.
Yeah. Okay, there's Reen and Elliot.
I did it.
Whoop.
All right. Right.
This
Here
is
we
what
go.
I meant to do. Okay. We're gonna sneak up and kill the bugs.
Let's go.
There's
Here we go.
so many of them again. Oh gosh.
There.
Sure.
It's my
Probably
turn.
not a good idea, but got him. Sure, let's attack those two.
Leave it to me.
Oh wow, really? Sure, let's cast it on that.
Right.
Okay, that was not as much as I was hoping it would be.
My turn.
Can we get... Okay,
There.
let's go for that.
It's my turn.
4 of them. Yeah.
Right.
2 of them. They're both dead. Now another one is almost dead. Okay, Machias, it's your turn to get murdered by beetles. Let's just go for you.
Right.
Oh, by the way, I meant to mention, so CP, we don't have access to S-Crafts anymore right now. But once we do, they only require 100, but your CP can go up to 200. Now, you're probably wondering what benefit that has. One, it could let you use
Safe for now.
crafts and an S-Craft and not have to, like, recharge your crafts at all. But there is also a bonus benefit if you use an S-Craft at 200. It just makes it stronger, I believe, but... Oh, hi! How's it going?
Good to see you guys are hanging in there.
I'm glad the 4 of you are unharmed as well.
Well, it seems you've cooled your head a bit at least.
Yes, I've calmed down now.
Yeah. So how's it going?
At any rate, I don't believe I've introduced myself yet, have I?
No, you have not.
I'm Laura S. Arcade, from the town of Legram.
Okay.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Nice to meet ya.
Legram.
That's down on the southeastern outskirts of the Empire, isn't it?
Right.
Correct. It's an old castle town on the shores of Lake Ebble.
Lake Ebble.
We're connected to the rest of the
Good to
country by
know.
train, but other than that, it's a fairly remote region.
I see.
That name sounds so familiar. Wait, so your father would be...
Yes, my father is Viscount Arcade, Lord of Legram. Do
Okay.
you take issue with that?
No, not at all.
Machias, was it? I can only speak for myself, but I don't feel I've ever done anything to bring shame upon myself in Adios's eyes. And I
Okay.
fully believe the same to be true of my father.
Please, I meant no offense. I'm sorry if I,
Yeah, Machias, you're not off on the right foot with the nobles.
Say, I don't believe we've been introduced.
Oh, changing the subject now, huh?
I'm Emma Milstein.
And you're great.
Like Laura, I come from a distant region of the Empire. I was only able to attend Thor's thanks to a scholarship, in fact. It's very nice to meet you.
Okay.
A scholarship? Indeed. Now that you mention it, our instructor did say yours was the top score on the entrance exam.
Okay.
I think I was outdone. By a girl, no less.
Machias, we're gonna have to have a talk.
You must be quite the prodigy.
Maybe it seems like it now, but really, I'm not. I don't have any training in the martial arts either, so this is the weapon they recommended for me.
Okay. It's another
cool.
staff.
You got an orbital staff too. Yours looks different from mine, though.
Huh, so it does. I wonder if it's just cosmetic.
Is something the matter? We're all acquainted now. It's only proper that you introduce yourself.
Yeah. Generally.
Yeah, okay.
I'm Lisa R. from Ruhr. It's a pleasure to
Alrighty.
meet almost all of you.
Wow.
Elisa,
Ruhr, huh? What's it like living there? There's probably a new technological breakthrough every week.
The
Probably.
Radford Company's based in Ruhr, and they're the largest heavy industry corporation on the continent, aren't they?
I
Generally.
suppose they are.
So, hey. I guess that bow must have been in that case you had with you when we first met, right? I've never seen one like it. Is there some kind of orbital mechanism built in?
There is, but I don't see how that's any of your business.
Ouch.
Yeah, sorry. We're,
Yeah. Anyone got any ideas on what to do now? We've all run into
Split
each
up
other
and
wandering around.
not talk
How
to
about
each
we
other?
stick together.
I think that would be for the best. It's not safe for a group of girls to travel alone. You may require protection.
Marcus,
You needn't to be concerned about that.
you don't have to worry, because Laura's got a big old sword.
I beg your pardon?
I don't mean to boast, but I'm confident my swordsmanship will be more than sufficient to protect us.
Indeed.
For now, I think it's best to remain in separate groups. There are still 2 of us who remain unaccounted for.
Right?
That's right. We still haven't run into that silver-haired girl.
In that case, 2 teams means double the chance to find them.
Yes.
2 teams is double the coverage, and double the chance of crossing paths with our missing companions.
Indeed.
How's that sound?
I have no objections.
Roger Dodger.
So then, shall we be off?
All right.
Well,
We'll see the 4 of you later then.
bye-bye.
She really doesn't seem like she's gonna let that go, does she?
Nope.
It was clearly an accident. Everyone could see that. But I don't suppose it makes any difference to her. Still, is no one else worried about leaving a group of girls to fend for themselves in a place like this?
Marcus, we really are gonna have to
There are
talk,
4 of
aren't
us
we?
here. Perhaps one of us should go follow them.
I don't think we have anything to worry about as long as Laura's with them.
Yeah, she could
really
beat
wears
every
her
single
skill
one
on
of
her
us.
sleeve. I doubt she drags around a sword that big just for show.
It's certainly an enormous blade. I'd call it comically huge if it didn't look so dangerous. But at the end of the day, a lady is a lady.
She's taller and sturdier than I am. Though I admit it's still hard to believe anyone could swing that beast of a sword.
I'll bet she can whip it around without breaking a sweat.
Indeed.
The Arside School of Swordsmanship serves as a general basis for the techniques used by knights throughout the Empire.
All
And
right.
your father, the Viscount, is arguably the strongest swordsman in the country. People call him the Radiant Blade Master. I doubt
Right.
any of the other students here could even stand their ground against her in combat, much less beat her.
Wow, interesting. I didn't know there were still roots of the old knightly styles alive in the Empire.
You sure know a lot about this stuff, Reen. Hobby of yours?
I'm
Maybe a
swordsman
little.
myself. I guess the lore sort of comes with the territory.
Alrighty.
At any rate, how about we pick up the search?
Yeah, we
I'm
should
worried
probably
about that
get going.
silver-haired girl. And we still need to track down Duke Albarea's son, too.
We know his first name.
That's true.
I couldn't care less what happens to that pompous ass. I can rot down here.
Come on now. That's no way to treat someone you just met.
Okay, well.
Looks like the path splits. Which way do you think we should go?
I feel a little wind blowing from the east. I bet the exit's that way.
So we're going west.
Now's our chance. We can do this.
Yeah! Here we go.
Turn.
Let's throw out another craft. Deal some real hefty damage.
It's my turn.
Get some more hefty damage. Kill them all.
Turn. How about this?
Go for a break shot.
Here we
Kill that one.
My turn.
And hopefully kill this.
Is
Yeah!
everybody okay?
Now that was some good battling. By the way, I completely forgot to talk about it, but yeah, so you get various tactical bonuses to your XP. So during this battle, I got 0.6% more XP than I would have. Well, not 0.6%. I got 1.6 times the amount of XP. That's the proper way to say it. 60% more XP? Yeah, that would probably be the correct way to say it. Anyway, yeah. So,
Oh, what a nice looking treasure chest.
indeed, let's loot it. Okay. So we got some items and such. Nice, nice. let's go ahead and... So we can't actually equip this to anyone right now, I don't think. Well, we can equip it to them. To Reen, and let's give Needle Shoot to Elliot. Elliot doesn't need the tier because he already has it.
Leave it to me.
I've got this.
By the way, I've completely ignored talking about it for now, for the longest time, because I always talk about it, and I always end up gushing around in circles, but I love the voice acting in this game so much. No, go away. No, go away. Go away. Aha! You fell for my trap.
Let's get it. Here we go. Arcus.
Firebolt.
It's my turn.
Oh yeah.
Right. Arcus activate.
It's my turn.
Oh yeah. All of the arts. Oh yeah.
No
And now they're all dead.
An A+ outcome.
Oh yeah. Got another level up. Nice. Okay, actually, it's about time to end the episode. That room looks like it might have a cutscene in it, so I'm actually just gonna end it right here. So, yeah. Actually, while I'm thinking about it, we never looked at Machias's actual master quartz. So, he's got an Earth Elemental Master Quartz. He obtains a defense and an art defense bonus. And we also cannot remove it right now, I believe, because Machias is Machias, and he's kind of a jerk right now. So we can't actually remove it. He's not willing to let us take it and give it to somebody else. So, yeah, next time we'll be continuing our way through this dungeon and figuring out what happens next. So look forward to that. Bye-bye!